Hello there, great person. Welcome back to Let's Watch some Neon Genesis Evangelion. Today we're at episode 12, Prize of a Miracle. So we've got some Gerard action today. No, wrong anime. Anyway, let's see what horrors and weird things we will see today. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's just dive into it and have some fun.
Doch ich frag mich, wer wir sind.
So we do start 15 years ago. I don't know why the lighting is so weird these past recordings. I think it's my lamps are too bright. I don't know. Let's just go 15 years ago. Let's see what was 15 years ago. 2000. Okay, Brent. Awesome. We're on the moon, and I got jump scared because I thought I did not have. I thought my volume wasn't on. Oh, Jesus Christ! Is that? Oh, that is Misato, isn't it? Oh, that's really fricked. Where the fuck was she? So those are AFAs, I think. Oh, that's cool. That's weird. Demon wings turning into Aizen's butterfly wings. Really? Really? Ooh, interesting. So she does have the cross left. Yeah. So something got reborn. Something got reborn, and her father saved her, bloodied and broken. And she, of course, has some problems here as well with her clothes. She's got the cross. So, I mean, her father put his faith in her. I do think there are many other interpretations of that here, and we know she's wearing the cross still when she's grown up, I think. But yeah, very interesting. Man, these two pillars are really interesting. Ah, that's where she got the scar from. That was a really nice sequence of shots. First, the child with the belief. Now the belief is a scar, like a literal scar. And also the puberty influences with her brow, of course, again, or like the more primal. You know, I've thought about it. I will just use that P word. I will continue using it, but you can also conceptualize it, I think, even more broadly as the more animalistic parts, like the reptilian parts of your brain. You know what I mean? Like it's more primal, more like at least it's the primal drive to reproduce, so to speak. You know, it's you could say it like that as well. So we did have her very clear as well. The scar, it's still there, and I said it before. Where did I say it? If you've got a scar, it has to be a history behind it. Otherwise, it's just a scar. And I would write it in. I think it was Arcane. I think in my Arcane reactions, there was a person with a scar, and it had a history. I mean, we know the Unohana scar, for example, or the Kenpachi scar. You know, those are good. It's very interesting. Scars can also symbolize scars of the mind, of course. I like that it is a metaphor. In my new book, I do use that as well. Like if you have a scar, there's a trauma in your soul that you took from a situation. And I mean, here it is both as well. It's a scar in your soul and your body. So you are marked by the events wholly. And it might be the loss of her dad, seeing the two light pillars and the rebirth of the demon of dragonfly or whatever it was. Yeah, the cross is there. That was a really awesome intro. Already love this episode. I mean, I love every episode of this, and Rain, brilliant. Rain is a sign of depression. what is she doing exactly? Like, I know she's babysitting him. I know she's doing special jobs for the government, or not the government, for Nerf. But, you know, what's her position? Oh, Asuka, what did you do? Oh. Interesting. Where'd she expect them to peek here? I wonder if a part of her wants that as well or not. I don't know. Because I only say it because she likes attention. Really a lot of attention that is given to her because of her looks. Yeah, like it's like, so she might, like, she might obviously, like, it is obviously, I do think, always horrible to be peeked at when you're vulnerable, let's say it like that, but I can't grasp her character completely yet. And I might have misunderstood her, but my idea of her character is that she's lonely in that she both wants to be grown up and good looking and everyone loving her, and she really hates it because it feels slimy when people do it. You know, it's like both of this, and she doesn't understand it, and that's why she has hard times. So let's see. See, that's what I said. She thinks highly of herself. So, what's she gonna do? Harmonics testing. So something in sync. Harmonics are in sync. Oh, what's that badge? Oh, that's awesome. So that's why she reflected on her past. Because she has gone one step further in X. I don't know what X is. Protecting Earth, perhaps. Awesome that he knows that as well. That is really... Oh, the penguin's there again. Obviously, the penguin's back. Why wouldn't the penguin be back? Staring. Also funny that the penguin is led into her room when she changes and he is not. Perhaps a wish fulfillment again. Perhaps the penguin is like... I will do more in-depth discussion of what the penguin could be in the after anime live stream. I always do, so we will discuss the penguin then, I think. But yeah, so he recognized that, like, his nerdy glasses dude friend did notice that she was promoted. He didn't notice as well, and he's normally the one that really pays attention to her. I think I might be wrong. Yeah, that's a good question. I mean, they've got enough on their own plates, I guess. Why was there a shot of the shoes and the umbrella? Oh, Ray's there. Why does Ray have these things in her hair? Oh, God. What are you talking about? I don't know. So first children or child, second and third. Mental toxicity level, 120 minutes. LCL purity. I don't know what LCL is. So mental toxicity level. So he can take more mental toxicity, I guess, because he's used to it. That's kind of sad. Yeah. Why though? That is true, probably. But that is also funny. When you grow up, you have to do more than as a child, but you have to do even more things you don't want to do. You just have to do them. It's your job as an adult, so to speak, you know. I like that they praise him as well. Yeah, of course, she has to add that. Yeah, she should be very careful that he is not surpassing her. Love it. What a my God, Asuka, man. What a tsundere, man. I like this textbook definition. We don't see her face here, why? Why not though? Why though? He cares that Asuka's mad. He doesn't want her to be mad. Is it because it's annoying? Is it because it's frightening? Is it because he likes her and she wants her to like him back? Is it all of that? Also praise. I don't know. I also have a hard time with praise. Like, when someone praises me, I mostly say, I did my best. Because I did. You know, it's like, almost as an excuse, perhaps. I don't know why. It's like, I have a hard time accepting praise. I really don't know why. Like, shouldn't you be very happy? Like, when I was very, very small, I really loved getting praised by others. Like, wow, you learned this and blah, blah, blah. But nowadays, it's just like, I mean, I did my best. I achieved something because I did my best. And I mean, shouldn't I always try that? You know, it's more like a normal state that people, when they praise me or like give me like thumbs up or something, in real life, like, you can also give me a thumbs up, like this video, obviously. But you know, it's like, I always feel like I did something that should be expected of me. Why are they praising me? Like, something like that. It's very interesting. I don't know. Never really thought about it that much. Yeah. Why did she get angry? Because he's closing in on him. Yeah. Interesting. What's she gonna say? Yeah. Ooh, that shadow on her eyes, implying a bit that she also cares what others think about her, even though she shouldn't, and like, even though we might think it's not how it is because of how we saw her most of the time. But oh, that's quite sweet. Yeah. Oh, now I see it's beer. Okay. Ida, okay, that's his name. I will probably forget him again, like his name. I kind of would have wanted that conversation in the car to go on for more. Oh, so she got a friend. That's nice. Oh, Ray's not here. Oh god, Mr. Kaiji. Jeez, frick. I really do not like him. Like, I get that they are in love with him, though. No, not in love, that's the wrong word. In Germany, it's very murky to distinguish it. Infatuated? Is that the word? That's almost the same in German, that's why I said loved. Infatuated by him, or smitten. Like, it's more like the smitten. I mean, not very good with crowds. That is a high indicator that you're incredibly introverted. You probably all do know the Big Five scale to measure personalities as best as we can. And one of the Big Five, so one of the 5 personality traits you can have is introversion or extroversion. Like, it's a continuum. And most people are like in the middle. But some people are on the extremes, and those you can pick out in a crowd pretty easily, I think. So he seems to be someone that is very introverted. Like, we got that from him, so it's like he's calmer, or he appears calmer. He hesitates more to talk about his feelings. He hesitates, like, he thinks about what others think as well. He wants to, he doesn't want to burden anyone. So that's classic introvert. Yeah. Like, parties are really, really hard for introverts. And I don't know, like, from what I know, it's that they feel very, very relaxed in their home, alone, with things they know or enjoy. And if you bring them to a party, it's like bringing, let me make an example, that is someone who's getting seasick very quickly, like if you take them on a ferry boat, like the same way as it would torture an extrovert to take them into a room and be like, yeah, you be there on your own for a while and like calm and relax. Like, they couldn't do that, vice versa, you know. It's like, and it doesn't mean that either of those two is good or bad. Like, it's just how things are, and certain people like introverts are better in some stuff than extroverts, and vice versa again. Like, it's not that something is better. Sometimes in our culture I feel introverts are more depicted as something bad and extrovert is good, but that's in no way the case. Like, both have their ups and downs, like both modes of being. But it's more often that people tend to advise someone to be more extroverted and not the other way around. And adding to that, these big 5 traits, they're incredibly stable. Not completely stable, but you can't change them with, like, I will take you to parties. It's not how you can change it. It might make it worse, perhaps, or not. But you know what I mean? And Misato also doesn't enjoy it. Perhaps. I am unsure. She's really, really weird about this. Why can't she? Yeah. Why did she join Nerf? That's a good question. Yeah, she's lying. She's lying. We know that she had this flashback. She's thinking about it every day, but it's not their business, and that's okay. Ha 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 ha, it's so funny, man. See, and they're all blushing because she's like this the dude everyone dreams about. Oh, it's funny though. That's funny though. That's really interesting that she's in charge. Why is she on the South Pole? Oh, that looks interesting. It's a giant bazooka. I mean, Antarctica is where the Stargate's buried, so I mean, the ancients were there with Atlantis. Hell. Ice hell. Love it. The power of science. I mean, that is true. That is true in a way. I do think the human brain that is more logically thinking, so the prefrontal cortex is one of the tools that enables us to be more resilient and more adaptable. Who was it that I talked to about this with? I talked about this with someone, a biologist, and I don't remember who it was. Anyway, but the idea was that the person told me that humanity survives so well because it can adapt so well. Because one of the things why we can adapt so well is science. We can use things and abstract them and apply them to other situations that are not the one where we learned it in. And we do have hard times with that in education. Like one of my colleagues said on a last conference I was at that understanding the process of abstraction and teaching something truly abstractly, to make it usable and shape it into a tool to apply to other situations is the holy grail of education. And I would agree. I would agree there. That is one of the things. And also a future sight. Future sight is one of the things that humans really, really excel at. I'm unsure if animals can even conceive the future. I do think there are some hints that in some capacity they can, but mostly they don't. For example, a squirrel doesn't bury, as far as I know, and biologists that know better, if I'm mistaken, correct me in the comments. But as far as I've read, is that, for example, squirrels, they do collect nuts. They collect many nuts, dig them into the ground, or dig holes into the ground, put them in, run away, and they won't remember where they are. Like, they don't plan into the future, they just do it, and when there's winter, they would just scavenge the most probable areas where nuts could be. Like, it's like reverse engineering, so to speak. It's like this where, like, when you forget something and you go back to the place where you forgot it, and you're like, what did I do? So you remember it. It's a bit like that, I guess. But it's not real future sight. Like planning into the future is incredibly powerful, makes us adaptable. We can conceive of potential scenarios. And we do have many minds that can conceive many different potential scenarios. So we don't have to live the terrible futures. If we are lucky, we have conceived them and already won against them in our minds. Like if you want to make it a bit metaphorical. So indeed, science is a very big tool. But as he says here, that arrogance is what caused the tragedy 15 years ago. The second, what? Interesting. Okay, I didn't read that before, so interesting. Oh god, okay. So science has caused the second impact. Future sight, being clever, being logical, did create the second impact. What does that mean, though? I got a meta level. Like, it's probably going to be something like Manhattan Project 50.0, where it went haywire. Something really got fricked up. He will probably tell me about it now, because we had the intro about it, I guess, where the dragonfly demon pillar thing was born. So, yeah, science, like, I mean, we will just look. I will probably say more about this. Yes, everything's bloody and red. Yeah. A pristine world untainted by original sin. I mean, original sin is science. And exactly what I just talked to you about. Some people, and I would agree with them, like I also think along these lines, some people think that the religious texts, for example, the Bible, but not solely the Bible, are basically metaphors about how human cognition and societies later developed. So for example, the phrase "in the beginning there was the Word and the Word was God" is not about a supernatural, let's say it like that, entity speaking something and boom, the world is there. It's more like the most truthful thing we had in our development was the ability to produce speech. And that made us stand out and see the truth as well a bit. And the original sin is basically a metaphor for that as well, for developing consciousness. Because in the Garden of Eden, that's the story, they ate the fruit and they became aware of themselves. Paraphrasing. So it's basically this development of consciousness. By the way, consciousness, some people think, and I do like that. I don't know how sensible it is, but there's some evidence for it and some against it. So like it's more of a hypothesis, is that before we had consciousness in the way we have it now, the proto-humans, let's call it like that, they had a dream state, an eternal one. Like it's like their life was a dream and then it ended and they woke and it's death for them. And then one day the dream got more structured and coherent. Now that I think about it, that's really highly fascinating because of what I just said with the abstraction. Abstraction is transferring stuff from one situation to another. In a dream, it's the dreams do, in fact, as far as I understand it. I did read some literature on this because I really like it and find it fascinating. One of the functions of dreams is to make for the brain to rapidly try to adapt ideas and principles to other situations. So it's basically the first step of abstraction in a way, like as a mechanism in the brain, in the subconscious. So in the subconscious, a lot of stuff is linked. That's why you dream so much bullshit sometimes, because some functions are mapped onto different structures and stuff, and you just try it. You also learn, like also things you did are retained and repeated as well. Like it's also a function of dreams. But as it stands for cognition, the dream is, I do like it as a proto-consciousness idea. It might be, and I also based my book on that idea, because I was like, yeah, if before life there was a dream, what happens if after you die there's the dream state? So if you want to read that idea explored in high fantasy with horror and coziness, check out my book. I do think when this releases on YouTube, the first 2 chapters are already for free on Patreon to read, and you can give me feedback. I would really appreciate that a lot. And I do think it's really good. So I don't often say that about stuff I do. So you should really, like, if you like this idea of what if after we die, we dream with other people together and develop more things, you can check that out. But to this is like before the original sin is basically this idea. And also, oh my god, it's also C. Interesting. Oh, that's even better. Like the C is, oh god, I'm rambling so much here. I'm so sorry. I hope this makes some sense. So the C is also an idea and symbol for chaos, proto-being, for the unknown, and from the potential where everything can come from. So they're at the bloody sea of death. So from death death could bring life. And the original sin is basically as well, could be science, the idea to approach things through science. Perhaps you could even say human evolution as starting to use science and reasoning as a second step. I mean, I don't know. It's a second impact, though. So science had a second impact on the world, metaphorically speaking. I wonder what the first impact was. Was it creation of emotions and something like that? Or of life? Like Inception? And then you have the idea of structure coming in. Because I wouldn't say from what he said, like, if it's the original sin, it's not science per se, it's the ability to start understanding abstractions and understand the world. And I don't know, then you would have the end of puberty as something more in the future. And you might have something like a decay in age. I don't know, perhaps that's going to be a thing. But C as it was before the original. I really love that shot, man. I think that's my favorite shot of the show currently. Like, where is it? This now a bit later. Here, this like these icebergs, like knowledge structures, because icebergs are also crystals, like with patterns, with structure. Man, I'm overinterpreting this like the hell out of this. I don't care. So it's like nothingness, subconsciousness, and out of it comes structure through logical thinking or thinking at all in science. Perhaps second impact is an idea for the ability to think beyond. Beyond what you are, like beyond subconscious. Whatever. I've been here too long, I think. Let's just continue. That is also such a good question. Such a good question. Because the idea is, and again, it's the Bible, is the same Bible passage we just discussed with Eden. And I do think by the way, for example, the Lord of the Rings creation myths, funnily, or also the Enuma Elish, they all have a very similar structure. I did argue with a good friend once, long ago, if it is the same structure or if it's just similar, and he's like, you can't say that they are the same in a way. But I meant it abstractly, and it was not a very fruitful conversation, but I enjoyed it nonetheless, because I did enjoy every conversation with him. But it is the idea of enlightenment and blissful ignorance. Would you rather be blissfully ignorant in a dreamlike state forever? Or would you rather get enlightenment, get ideas back, drives, ideals, wishes, and the darkness that comes with them. Also, main theme of my book. I really like this because I can do some self plugging here, or whatever you say. But no, I really like that idea in general. That's why I also write about it. It's like I really think that's fascinating, because I don't think there's a clear answer, and I think everyone has to think. And let's take an example from the book, so I illustrate it, not because because it makes it clear. Let's say you are there's a field and you are working on it forever. Like you come to a field of, like, let's say after you die, or if you, I don't know, get enlightened, you get to a field, and the field is infinite, and you start working on it, and it's fun. and all you are is someone working that field because it's fun. It is harsh, but it's fun. Like you might have moments of reprieve, but in the end, you always are on the field working. That's your life and your existence. There's nothing more, but you're happy because you do something, and you can really enjoy the little things. Like perhaps the leaves on the field or the little insects you find, they are like crawling around. Or you could say, why am I on this field? I could go to the forest, explore it. I could find lost civilizations, knowledge like buried through eons, and and with that dark demons in the depth of wells and caves and rotten citadels. And what will I do? How will I fight them? What tools will I develop? What things will I do to make my home better if I'm not on the field but in a home? This idea, and I did take some stuff there, obviously, as an example, but I hope you get the idea. Like, those things are modes of being you can desire, I think. You could, and perhaps even everyone desires both of them. Because, like for example, when I write a paper, or when I write a story, or when I watch a show that I don't react to, and I just switch my brain off. Like, I never switch my brain off when I react, but sometimes I watch really dumb shit and I just switch it off and it's like cool. But I'm happy there as well. Like, it's just like, it's so good. Yeah, I really love this. It's so relaxing. And sometimes not even relaxing, but relaxing for the mind. And then there's like when I have a new problem in science, like when one of my PhD students comes to me and is like, yeah, this is something I just had in my measurements. It doesn't make sense. Can you look at it? And I go at it and I'm like, yeah, this is working. And this is the thing that comes from here in the literature. And I know this is working on this idea with this, and this measurement is doing this. And I love it. But it's hard. And I have to go into this new area of, we don't know what's going on. And sometimes it doesn't work and you have to throw away research. And, it's like this giant thing, and both are fun, and both one is either fulfilling or boring, and the other is like adventurous or horrifying. Like, it's like both are interestingly positive and negative. So I've talked a lot about this now. I do hope you get my point. It's just one of my absolute favorite themes of fiction, literature, of everything, of philosophy. Being content with the smallest things, but being in eternally the same thing, or like going for the bigger things and perhaps finding an abyss that you can't escape from. It's like science as well. Like, you could just be on a field and work it with your hands, or you could start developing a tool, a hammer, and then you also have a tool to bash someone's head in, and that tool can bring horrors. And one day that tool is a nuke, and that nuke could be used at its core to power a whole nation through nuclear fusion or fission, or it could be used to devastate half the planet. It's like this thing as well. It's the same idea in science as well. So let's go. I'm sorry. I hope some of that was interesting to you. Angel detected in orbit. Interesting. What are they going to do if it's in orbit? Like, you can't nuke it. Oh. That's awesome. That's another awesome design. Look at that beauty. You beauty. I love that. Absolutely love it. It is almost the same idea as the angel we had before. This one has eyes and hands. Hands to grab you, eyes to look at you. It's again one of these subconscious fears you have. Yeah, it boggles the mind. Also, these warning colors, it's like these red colors and stuff are, yeah. Why would you try to approach it? It's gonna fucking kill everything you send at it. Yeah, I expected it to go like that. Yeah. I mean, why didn't you think it had an AT field, whatever? Ooh, that's so weird. So it's just shooting stuff down. What's it doing? Holy shit, is it an... Oh, that's fucking bad. Oh my god, that's so fucking bad. Like if you have, like the way it was shaped, it's not that bad, but if you have rods you can drop from orbit, the kinetic energy is incredible. So much destruction.
あとは確実に誤差修正してる。
Holy shit, yeah, that's about what I thought. Obviously it's learning, it's just observing. It's all it is. It is observation and doing. It is observing action. By the way, funny trivia. I think, talk about this as well before in something else, but I think in Attack on Titan a lot. But the basic human or the basic life apparatus biologically is that of an MAP. I think motor action pattern or something like that. It's called. It is the I think MAP is the abbreviation, and I think so it's basically you have some sort of sensor and some sort of actuator. So something is received, and through that, by linking it to something that is done, something happens. For example, there are slugs, and if you shine light on them, they will automatically go another way. Like it's just a reaction. Or if you put your hand on the stove, you just put it away. It's just a reaction. Like the sensory input is then the heat, and putting away it is the action. You can't stop that, by the way. There are things you can't stop even if you train them. It's just a reaction. It goes through, not through your brain, but through your spinal nervous system. And it's the basic idea of being and acting in the world in a way. You perceive and you act on it. Like every action in that way is something utilitarian. So just, or of utility, of utility to something you encounter. So you could even say that it's the basic building block of cognition. Because from that there develop probably the first mental models and ideas. Because it is still like that, every symbol you see is potential of actions and things to do with it. It's the what is it called in English? I would translate it as instrumentalization hypothesis or theory or something by Gibson. This wasn't a psychologist. He did very cool stuff. He basically said everything we perceive is either something that can help us or be in our way, and that's how we categorize things. So anyway. Really cool stuff. So this design is that it's a basic life.
その時は第三足の子の誕生かしら。
Did you think Ashi number 3? That's so bad.
あるわ。本部ごとね。光司令。
So
かつ強力なジャミングのため連絡不能です。
ECM, electro containment field, electric containment. It's the Magda saying.
対を推奨しています。
Oh,
どうするの？
Maggie are back again. So Brain says, no, fuck this, we're going.
ネルフ権限における特別宣
What is D17?
キロ以内の全市民は直ちに避難。
Okay, that's probably wise.
ただ、みんなで危ない
I like that. So everyone goes out. I mean, how many angels were that? I think last time they said it was the 8th. So they had 8 angels, and we didn't have an evacuation, I think, really in those angels. I think some districts were evacuated, but so this is the first. I mean, it's a kinetic bomb, so to speak. It's really bad what it's doing. Like you can't defend against that. How the fuck are you gonna fight that? Don't know. Citywide evacuation complete. Like just. Like, I don't mean you just put it down, it would just fucking bomb that away and it would fall into the underground lake, so I hope they really evacuated them. Ladies lavatory. What? What's she doing? What's she doing? So she's taking risks. I love that whatever the fuck they are planning, she's trusting the next generation. I like that she now commands her as well, even though they're friends. It's something sometimes you have to do that. Yeah. Perhaps she wants revenge against the angels. I mean, they killed her father, apparently. But perhaps her father. She'd said and make others suffer for your personal hatred. Yeah. That is true. That is true. Interesting. I mean, isn't that how most suffering starts, that is done by intention? Because you think you are right to make someone suffer. And I think if you think it's often hatred in those situations. So I really like that quote, though. It's a really cool quote.
そう、落下予測地点にエバーを配
Oh my god, how the fuck is that gonna work? Okay, AT fails to counter it. I guess that makes some sense.
と、機体が衝撃に耐えられ
Then it's game over. Yeah,
神のみぞ知ると言った
really interesting. What are they gonna do? Yeah, I told you I need Gerard.
起こしてこそ初めて価値が出るものよ。
That's a cool quote as well. Very cool quotes this episode.
はね。だから嫌なら辞退できる。
Yeah, they're not gonna refuse. Because if they, like, everyone would be dead. No, they wouldn't, but headquarters probably.
てるけどどうする？別に
Will, holy shit, man, that's so bad.
僕もいいです。
They all don't write a will. So they are not yet ready to pass something on a, like, I think that's one of the themes. Like, they're like, I will do this. But you should write a will, I guess. Like, why not? Perhaps that is a cultural thing as well here that I don't know. Oh my god, they're gonna turn really quickly, yeah.
といえばステーキで決まりか。
I love that.
と思ってんのかしら。これだ。
Who wouldn't care about steaks? Are you insane? Everyone cares about steaks, one way or the other.
だからセカンドインパクト世代って。
Second impact generation. Interesting.
気持ちよく指揮できるならいいじゃん。
He lets himself get touched by her with the elbow though. An introvert would really, like if he isn't comfortable around her, he would not like that, and he would have shown that. I really like that it shows a bit that they understand each other already.
ほな、どこにしよ
I love that. She's just like, we'll just see where we go to go steak eating.
う。肉嫌いだもの。
Yeah. Lost, you're lost. No, I know.
どうして正確な
I get that. You can go eat some ramen or something, or whatever it's called.
の
あそこまで随分あります。
Yeah, what are they gonna do?
と思ってすれば、その
Though the thing is, it will, like, if it's just dropping stuff, there will be a terminal velocity, so they do have some time to error correct if they, like, the moment they find the projectile. It's not much,
来
but,
ることができるわ。
like, for example, how much did Baumgartner, I think he jumped, didn't he? He jumped from 30 kilometers in the air. I think he took, how much time took he to land? 15 minutes? I know the terminal velocity of the projectiles is probably going to be higher, but yeah.
勘よ。勘？そう。
A women's situation, of
あ、そう
course.
そう。ますます奇跡ってのが遠く。
Oh my god.
くじって当たったことないんだ。
She's never won, so now she will win. It's a classical fallacy.
アスカはなぜエヴァンの
Oh, that's a good question.
自分の才能を世の中に示すためよ。
Yeah, that's what I talked about earlier. Yeah. Yeah, exactly that.
ここには聞かないの？
We know why. Because people told her to, basically, I think.
ないよ。
シンジはどうなのよ。
Yeah, what about him? I really want that. She doesn't know yet.
あんたバカ？
I like that as well. It's again this uncertainty, and the angel's design again is like very primal ideas of life. Like it's the most basic idea of life. I don't know why he's afraid of it. Perhaps that doesn't work here, that interpretation.
本当にバカ？
Perhaps he's fighting his. Oh god, that almost got me. Perhaps he's fighting that like he wants more than just exist. Because this angel is basically, you can just exist and be meaningless. A bit like the yes man we had. But again, this is a bit reaching, I feel. It's a bit reaching.
みんなも退避して。ここは私。
Oh, so she stays behind on her own. I like that they back her up, though.
危ない目には合わせれないっすよ。
I like the Gohan dude. He looks like Gohan, but he's really cool. He was pretty resourceful before. I don't know how the AT fields work, though.
ジ君、昨日聞いてたわね。
Oh, what did she say? Yeah, why?
私の父はね、自分の研究
Yeah, I hope my daughter will never say that about me.
父を許せなかった。憎んで
Really, yeah. So they have that in common, yeah.
母や私、家族のことなど構ってくれ。
Wow, that's sucky though. No.
でも本当は心の弱い、
Why? What is reality?
逃げてばかりいた人だったのよ。
That my... Oh god, okay, we go with puberty, so he didn't grow up. He was a child and, yeah, he was naive. And then the second impact came. I like that, like that, like perhaps it's even more that he didn't understand his family, yeah.
母が父と別れた時もすぐに賛成。
Oh, they left him. Wow, that's so dark though.
その時は自業自得だと笑った。
Wow, that's so sad. Like for her.
セカンドインパクトの時にね、
So during the second impact, he realized that he needed to save his future, which was his child, and that his future was his child, not his research. I like that. It was really cool.
父を憎んでいたの
You can do both, though, I think. Because you're different people.
父への復讐を果たしたいだけなのかもしれない。
Why, though?
逃れるために。
Really interesting, yeah. I guess that's fair. The hold her father had over her was not being there. And the same with Shinji here. But now Shinji's father has the hold over him of telling him what to do, which is also potentially not good. But we've seen him backed up. Don't run away.
目標を最大防衛で確認。
That's basically one of the things he did learn through his father, the one way or the other. Don't run away, face your problems. That's why he's facing the angels. Like literally his problems and fears, he's facing them because his father told him to. Yeah.
エヴァ前期スタート位置。
So let's go. Are they going to jump? How far can they jump? Because there's still gravity.
目標は光学観測による弾道計
Yeah, that's really bad.
が距離1万までは誘導します。その後は
Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, I'm so glad they do like I said, basically.
全て任せるわ。
I love Asuka is smoking. Oh, is the whole angel going down? Like, is it dropping? I guess it wants to breach the HQ. That's so interesting. These mecha robots. Wow, that must be so scary though. Like the inertia dampeners have to be so big in those. He just jumped over that. Yeah, the whole thing's coming down. Interesting. Jedi speed. Wow, interesting. So I guess his AT field is doing that directly in the eye. I love it. Genki Dama! Spirit Bomb! Where are the others? Why are they not helping him? Oh, they're there. Do they have AT fields or anti-AT fields? They should have anti-AT fields, right? To nullify it. He's stabbing her in this one eye. No, Angel! And it just dropped down like a pancake. What happened to it? Oh, that happened to it. That's not good though. Like it still exploded. I guess it didn't explode as big. That's pretty big crater. That's pretty big crater. Yeah. Interesting. That was quick though. I like that the focus is not on the angel battles. Like the angel battles are just the final thing. Like their ways toward the angel battles currently are very interesting. The angel battle is just the facing your darkness in a way. I feel, you know.
南極の碇司令から通信が入ってます。
Oh, what does he say?
おつなぎして。
はい。
Sound ugly.
私の勝手な判断で初号機を
I mean, the world's still there. Who cares? I guess. Yeah, that's true. Ooh, let's see. Oh, was this his father? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear which voice it was. Was that his father saying you did good? Because he also said something. He was about to say a lot of stuff, but he didn't. He only said thank you. I think it was his father. Can someone confirm that? Like, that's interesting. And he's in his own head.
からフルコースだって耐えられるわよ。
Yeah, like, she would probably be paid a lot. Oh no. And they go to ramen. I thought you'd go to steak. Oh, that's why. That's funny.
もうラーメンなら付き合うって言うしさ。私
It's perfect, love it. Oh, she's truly happy the first time. That's cool. I think she was before perhaps, but like their smile really genuine. Her friends are like, you don't have to impress us. We can. Interesting that Asuka said that, because maybe Asuka understands that a bit. That like she projects not in a positive way there. That like fancy steak dinner is something shallow. It's the mask, and real ramen with friends is what they really need. Like her persona is exactly this, eating ramen.
褒められることが嬉しいって。
Oh, it was his father. Interesting.
さんのさっきの言葉を聞きたくて。
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That is fair. Both in situation as in meta perspective. Because if you're, and as I said, I do think the father is a bit of an idea of culture of the people before you, more generalized. So it means that if someone before you says you did well, I do think there is something good in that. There can also be something bad in it, obviously. Like, don't get me wrong, I know that. But like my first interest, that's pretty cool. Someone told me I did it correct, and correct by the measure of how it was always done and how it was seen by someone who knows more than me as good. Because that's also a thing here. His father is longer alive, so he's seen more things, just more things. Doesn't mean he's more intelligent, might be, like, probably means he's wiser. You know, so very interesting. And he did good in fighting his fears, because he already put him up to it, but now he got the... And three people were there. Like, it was Asuka, Rei, and Shinji, and he only praised Shinji. I know it was Shinji who went in first and stuff, but that's also interesting. He didn't praise Rei here.
そんなことで乗ってんの？
Oh, he really smiles here. That's so sweet, man. Oh god, I hope this isn't gonna end horribly. You know what? Let's watch it. Some people have said it changes sometimes. So there's a moon in the water, flowing mirror water moon. Kyokasui gets. Now I'm gonna be under complete hypnosis. And it's the characters turning around, or is it just Shinji? I don't know. It's pretty beautiful. I mean, that was cool. It was Kyokasui gets it. So, anyway, that was a long one. I hope some of the stuff were cool for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're still there, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.